Today we are breaking down a world where Teletubbies is a religion. What if the end of the world wasn't brought to you by zombies, but by a cult of guys all named Jimmys? Welcome back to the channel. And Cillian Murphy finally decided to pick up a gun. Rehab is a disco dancing doctor. We open in an abandoned swimming pool. Meet Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal. He's played by Jack O'Connor, who is actually so hard his eyebrows are practically vibrating. He sits on a platform like a Bones villain who lost his budget in a crypto scam. His gang is called the Jimmys. Every single member is called Jimmy. We've got Jimmy Inc., Jemima, Jimmy's Force, and I kid you not, Jimmy Spite. Someone clearly drew the short straw in the naming ceremony. Our main kid, Spike, is told the initiation is simple. Fight Jimmy's shite to death. If he wins, he's in the gang. If he loses, he's dead. It's basically your average corporate internship interview. Spike is 12 and getting absolutely destroyed until he put a pro gaming move, yank down Jimmy shite trousers and stab him in the thighs. He hit the artery and the rest of the gang just stand there watching shite bleed out. Welcome to the team, kid. Here is your mandatory blonde wink. Cutting to the countryside, Tom and Catherine, who is very pregnant, are foraging for mushroom with an old man. They spot an infected person. Tom and Cathy do the smart thing and hide. The old man, he decides he's the main character and tries to fight it. Spoiler, he's not the main character. He gets swarmed and joins Team Zombies in the record time. The couple swim back to their farmhouse only to find the Jimmys sitting at their kitchen table eating their snack. One Jimmy is doing the Dipsy dance from Teletubbies. Jimmy Crystal then explained his Teletubbies philosophy, which is literally no one asked for. The farmhouse residents are dragged to the bar for the removal of their shades. If you think that sounds like a funny summer party, you are wrong. He skinned people alive as a sacrifice to Old Nick, his pet name for Satan. Inside the bar, a fight breaks out. Cathy, who has been hiding in the raffle while extremely pregnant, swings a meat hook into a gang member's head. That's one way to handle prenatal stress. Tom sets the bar on fire. The Jimmy is born, but Tom dies in the chaos. Cathy escapes, punching Spark in the gut for good measure and leave him behind. Brutal. Now let's meet the man who's definitely not Satan. Dr. E.O. Kelson, played by Rehab, is living his best life in an underground bunker, vibing to Duran Duran. When he's not dancing, he's building tower out of human bones. Everyone needs a hobby. He has a friend named Simon, a massive alpha infected, who usually spends his time ripping spines out. Kelson has been using morphine darts to chill him out. They sit by the river, they dance. It's a very strange bro romance. But the morphine is running out. Kelson prepares a final super dose of antipsychotic, hoping to cure him, and it works. Samson stares at the moon and actually speaks. He says, "Moon." Kelson loses it. This proves the virus does not destroy the brain, it just hides it. Samson even remembers his childhood whisper, "I don't have the ticket," to a ghost ticket collector. It's actually heartbroken, right? Before a group of infected try to eat him for being too soft. Jimmy Crystal visits Kelson. He's not actually crazy. He knows Kelson isn't Satan, but his gang is starting to ask questions, so he needs a miracle. He tells Kelson, "Play the part of the devil or I will kill you slowly." Kelson agrees, but he goes full theater kid with it. He finds Iron Maiden vinyls, rigs up some pyrotechnic, and hang candle from his bone tower. Night falls. The Jimmys enter the bone temple. Suddenly, the ground ignites and the number of the beast starts blasting. Kelson descends through the flame, dancing like he is at a reverie. The court is loving it. But then Kelsey sees Spike in the crowd. He decides to go off script. He pointed at Jimmy Crystal and shouts, "Satan wants a sacrifice. Crucify this man." The Jimmys immediately turn on their leaders. Jimmy Eek, whose real name is Kelly, helps Spike take down the rest of the gang. She then grabs a hammer and nails Jimmy Crystal to an inverted cross. The great psychopath prophet ends up dying upside down, weeping for his mom, talking about a fall from grace. As Kelson lies dying from his injury, Samson, our cured giant infected, emerges from the shadow. He does not even glance at the dying cult leader. Instead, he picks up the doctor in a surprisingly tender moment and carried him away into the darkness. Spike and Kelly finally turn their back on the Bone Temple, free from the Jimmys at last. But wait, there's one more massive reveal. We cut to a peaceful cottage where a man is teaching a teenage girl called Sam about history and the importance of resisting purity. That man is Jim, that's right, Crystal Murphy, the original survivor from 28 days later, is officially back and still kicking 28 years later. They spot Spark and Kelly being chased by a pack of infected towards their home. Sam asks if they are going to help and Jimmy simply grabs his gun and say of course. Cue the smash cut to black. To summarize, a 12-year-old survived literally satanic cult. A heavy pregnant woman cleared a room with a meat hook, and a cured zombie giant went for a tragic moonlight stroll with a scientist. 28 years later is absolutely wild. Cillian Murphy is confirmed to return for the next chapter. So hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments, who do you think actually survived the finale? Stay safe out there and I will see you in the next one.